What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Solutions. I'm Cam.
I'm Jay Phillip.
And on today, we're going to be discussing what it's really like living in the Chicagoland area and the surrounding areas. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and enjoy the video. The main thing, we can start out with like sharing where we from. So let them know who he based, you know what I'm saying, born and raised, boy.
Well, I grew up in Harvey. I'm from Harvey. I grew up in Harvey. From Harvey, Illinois. No shame in my game. Lived there from a kid, say about 4 or 5, up until my sophomore year of high school. That's when we moved out of Harvey. So,
Made it up. I'm sorry.
go ahead. Made it out of Harvey. Whatever. However you want to put it. I loved growing up in Harvey. I enjoyed my time growing up in Harvey. I didn't feel slighted or anything like that. I had a good time in Harvey. Like we had a childhood. We had to get up, going outside, literally all over the place with our bikes. We up at Hazelcrest, Markham, this, that, and the third. We ain't supposed to leave the block. We at the Big Apple. You know what I'm saying? We at Wasso's. We hanging out. We had a good time hanging out. It's a lot you can't do now. Everywhere because of the, kind of times we in and the people out there in the world. But I enjoy my time at Harvey. I enjoy, it was still a stigma on it when I was growing up as well. I say we stayed on a good side, a good block. I was on 160th and Vine, so pretty quiet side of Harvey, for real. Went to Maya Angelou from kindergarten through 6th grade. Cool, liked it. Went to Brooks Junior High School, Gwendolyn Brooks. Those was 2 interesting years of my life. 2 interesting, whatever, however you say it. 2 interesting years of my life at Gwendolyn Brooks Junior High School. It was crazy. Just what I've seen and went through at that school. I ain't go through a lot, but what I've seen. We doing story time, right? My mama was married to this man. I ain't gonna say this nigga name. We had a soap thing in our bathroom. They usually had our face soap in it. So washing my face one day, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, damn, my face, I'm in the bed like my face is burning. My skin is on fire. And if any of y'all watching this and y'all went to Brooks with me, y'all probably might remember this. Cause I was ugly as hell for like 2 weeks, bro. I woke up in the morning. My face was a scab. My whole fucking face was a scab. You know, this man, my mama married, he put dish detergent in the thing. He thought it was like to wash your hands or whatever. You need to wash your hands. No, nigga, that's what we had the thing for our face soap. So now my math teacher pulling me out of class asking me, is everything okay at home? DCFS finna get called because my whole fucking face is a scab.
Where did y'all have it at? It was in the shower?
In the bathroom.
Where was it?
It was on the counter. But that was me and my mom, we knew that. And I felt like he knew that too. That's where it was. Cause we would brush our teeth and wash our face, whatever in the sink, then get in the shower. It's kind of just how I did it as a kid. I ain't really start washing my face in the shower until I got grown. I washed my face. It was just before I got in the shower. I felt like I brushed my teeth and then washed my face right here at the sink too with my face towel. And then I got in the shower. It was just how I did it, okay? It was washed. More of the fucking story, right? My face was washed, right? I'm at school, kids talking about me, talking about, damn, there's some ugly ass motherfuckers to go here. Now, I ain't no Tyrese, no Tank or nothing, but a nigga ain't ugly. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't ugly as a kid, ain't ugly now. And I'm like, damn. I'm looking in the mirror like, my face is fucked up. My mama was so pissed. They got in a fight over that. I remember they got in a big ass fight over that. My mama won. And math teacher pulled me out of class, asked me, was everything okay at home? When I say interesting, like even my friends on the bus was acting a little funny towards me. And I would too. You 13, you know what I'm saying? You 12, 13 years old, and you on the bus. People go, somebody on the bus and their whole face is a scab. Their face wasn't a scab yesterday. They whole face, my mama, we sat at home and was literally peeling my face, peeling all of it. I didn't think my face was gonna ever come back like this. I didn't think my skin was gonna be seriously okay. Like I didn't, and because I was previously in a car accident the year before and had to have glass poured out of my face. So I'm like, damn, what's wrong with my face? You know what I'm saying? But thank God I survived that story. That was some interesting shit. But yeah, growing up in Harvey was nice. How was it growing up on 79th and Damon?
Bro, I wasn't on 79th and Damon. We stayed what, bro?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, we stayed on where my dad stayed on 75th and Damon. 75th and Damon. Oh, bro. Yeah, we stayed on 75th and Damon, and my mom stayed in,
That ain't no better.
Bro, so I was clowning Harvey, but what I can say is it's honestly better to live around people. A lot of people think diversity is good, and it can be good and bad. Like, honestly, if I could live in a community where I know everybody and you could feel the love in the community, like what he's saying, like you got a sense of community, you got friends you can go out and ride the bike with. There's people right now that's in neighborhoods, houses, high price points that don't even feel comfortable going outside because of the people that they live around, because of their skin color. Like, you being able to go outside and have a good time is really what matters. Even though I'm sitting in clowning in the area, it's really that's where we was at, middle class, whatever you want to call it. So that worked out for him. And as he shared, times have changed. I believe that my age group was really I say the kids that was down to probably 2 years under me. So maybe high school class of 23? High school class of 2023, they probably was the last group of regular kids, because we was hooping with the freshmen, they was hooping with us, put it that way, when I was a junior. And after that, it's just that's when technology really came on the scene and kids stopped going outside as much. Because we had the game, but we was
before 23 though.
Class
happened.
I mean,
oh, you talking about class of 23?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, class of 2023. Those, because I can't speak for other kids. All I can speak for is the kids I know I came up with. And then the virus happened. So I honestly don't know what happened after that. Because class of 2023, I was a senior. My junior year is when the virus happened. So class of 2023, that's when you really don't know what happened. I feel like that was a turning point as well, because now kids are forced to do something at home. So I feel like that helped build the dependence that we have on social media now as well. Because it's they was in the house for prolonged periods of time. On top of it, just coming on the scene. So I feel like that's why people weren't really outside as much as they used to. We didn't care. We was still, the outdoor courts, you don't gotta wear no mask. It's an outdoor court. The one rim is it was so bogus. One rim, it was a concrete slab and it was elevated higher than the court. So you gotta watch your step, but you playing, and then it's one street light, but it only light up a certain part of it was ridiculous. But we was having fun, and I feel like Chicago I say can get a bad rep just because people see, you really only see what you have on the outside looking in. Like, you only see what's promoted. Like, yes, in Chicago, you have to pay attention to your surroundings, and eventually you'll have to defend yourself, most likely, if you put yourself in certain situations. But you paying attention, making sure you bagging in, like, that type of stuff, it needs to become second nature based on where you are and who you with, most importantly. So it's really about the company that you keep and the area that you in. Because my grandma, like, my mom, she from Waterloo, Iowa, middle of nowhere, Iowa. So she came out here at the college, and it was super different coming from a small town to a big city. And my grandma, like, you could hear the fear, like, because all she sees, if you sit up and watch the news in Chicago, you would think it's a war zone. Like, Chicago is huge. Like, it's literally huge. Like, it's literally, the area my mom stay in is the last Chicago, the farthest south Chicago zip code. So that's from, what is that? Like 130, I don't know. For example, let's say 137, that's 137 blocks. Like, that's a lot of space. And that's not even including up north. Like, 0 is downtown the state, right? 0 downtown, oh my God. 0 downtown is State Street, and everything under that, that's how you determine where you are. Like, I was telling Jay, like, that's how you know. I didn't smell like food. Yeah, it smell like food.
It don't smell like lotion.
I don't care, bro. Speaking of that, bro, when I was playing basketball at North, one of the cheerleaders, she had some hand lotion, and I was like, I could put it on my face, and they was like, no. Like, they was class with it too. That just reminded me. So I was almost like you, but by the grace of God, no, I'm sorry. But
wait, what the hell you mean you was almost like me?
Bro, I ain't putting no, you know what I'm saying, nothing that's going.
Oh, you talking about my face being?
Yes.
That wouldn't have messed your face up. Hand lotion? It might have would have just irritated your skin, but you wouldn't have been scab face.
Still open wound. But the closest thing that happened to me was probably like when me and my dad. First of all, me and my dad probably moved like between 8 and 9 times. I'm not gonna sit here and recollect. I'm probably gonna give y'all the top ones off the top of my head. But bro, while I'm thinking about it, the first time that he moved to South Holland, it was me, basically my stepmom, my sister, my stepsister, and my stepbrother. So this was like around the time where Infamous 2 came. You probably don't know. Infamous 2 had just came out, so that's around this time, whatever age group that was. I don't know how young I was, but bro, I literally was chewing some gum, and I had this great idea. Like, my locks didn't grow until my senior year of high school because I wasn't hydrating my hair. At the time, I had, you know, the scruffy point guard, like a short afro. Bro, I had the bright idea to put gum in my hair. Took the gum out of my mouth, put it in my hair. So I'm like playing with it, and then I'm like trying to get it out, and it's not coming out. Cause at this point,
did you think that it was gonna come out?
Bro, this was like, I had to be in middle school. Like, before, like, I couldn't have been anything, no. I couldn't have been anything over 7th grade. It was 7th grade or younger.
So you were in 7th grade, possibly.
Oh, yeah.
And you sat in a car, and you said,
I was in the living room playing the game.
Even worse. Okay. So you were preoccupied. I'm thinking maybe you just in the car bored. You preoccupied playing the game, and you say, I'm gonna put this gum in my hair in the hopes that I'm just gonna be able to just take it right on out. So what went through your head? You can't just go by that. You gotta actually go play by play on that and let us know.
So I don't know why I did it in the first place, but to take it a step further, I'm like, dang, bro, Like, we had just moved into this house, so they used to stay. I forgot where they used to stay.
Is this the gum story?
Yeah.
Okay.
My dad ex, she used to stay in some apartments, and bro, when we moved to South Holland, we had only been there for a few months at that point in time. Honestly, if that. So I'm like, bro, I'm not finna embarrass myself in front of my stepmom and my step siblings. Bro, I tried to pull the gum out of my hair. It didn't come out, and bro, I had pulled so hard that it was a bump on my head, like a visible bump. And I don't know what happened. No, so I was pulling and it wasn't coming out, bro. I cut my, so I had patches. So I had a,
wait. I'm sorry. Maybe my comprehension is off. I'm thinking you took the gum and you just said, I'ma just put it in one spot.
It was right here. So it was right here.
Like all over. You just
not
put it
all
in the
over,
big
but it was
spot
like
right here.
It was like right, yeah, it was like about this much in my head. I'm trying to pull it out, wasn't coming out. Bro, I go in the bathroom, cut the gum out of my hair. Then I look in the mirror, I'm like, bro, I got a patch in the middle of my head. I'm like, bro. So I go tell my dad, and he basically, I don't even remember what he said. I just know he flamed me immediately. And I think that I either had to go to my barber that same night.
No, I'm sorry. And I hate to keep cutting you off. I hate to keep cutting you right now. What made you put the gum in your hair? Like what, how did you put it in your hair? You didn't just plop it on there. Like, how did you do that?
So,
why?
Bro, took it out of my mouth and just put it in my hair and was like playing with it in my hair. I don't think I was at Wentworth yet. Well, I know it was over the summer. So I can't say, I can't even identify what school year, but I know Infamous 2 had just dropped because that's the game that I used to play all the time when we stayed the first time he moved to South Holland. So we go to C's. Bro, C's cut my hair bald. Cause how I'm,
as he should.
No, cause this whole section of my hair was missing. So they like, bro, you gotta go bald. Bro, I go bald. I'm in a summer camp. I don't have no choice. I can't wear no. You're not wearing no beanie. It's summer in Illinois. Like we was I went to Memorial. Memorial is in Calumet City, over by where my mom stayed. Cause my dad, my dad would really only let me be in the city if I was with him until I had my car, my junior year of high school. But then the virus happened, so wasn't outside anyway. And I'm not an outside type of person, bro. First day at summer camp, I'm walking around like this because it's a visible knot about at least this big on my head right here. First of all, yesterday I had an afro. So people already gonna be looking at you like, what's different? Second of all, bro, I have a knot on my, bro, it couldn't have been smaller than this.
Is it like a permanent knot or is this?
I have no idea.
Because you had your hair now?
Even after,
but like if you used to cut your hair right now, would it still be there?
Honestly, I don't think so because I cut my hair my sophomore year of high school. And it wasn't bad. It was like my regular hair shape. So I'm pretty sure it went back to normal. And I've grown since then, so that may be a part of it as well. So, bro, I'm walking around camp like this. Like, I got my chin up so people are not looking at the top of my head, but bro, you're bald. Like, they're gonna sit there. You're bald. Like, had to cut all your hair. It ain't
like you was bald, or you had like a fade, like a low fade?
Bro, I had a fake fade. Cause bro, when I was cutting, it was like you gotta cut the rest of it as low as I had cut out with the scissors. Bro, terrible.
Is your dad whoop your ass?
No. I mean, bro, for
he was embarrassed enough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He like
that was something. If ain't nobody tell you, and if your dad didn't tell you, I'm gonna tell you that was some dumb ass shit. That was some dumb shit for you to sit there and just plaster gum in your damn head on top of your scalp.
Thanks for the pep talk, bro.
Yeah, he should have cussed your ass out. Cause I would have cussed your ass out if I was around you at the time. Cause that was some dumb shit.
The only school in the city that I went to was like a gifted elementary school. It's called Leonard. It's on like 80. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
So it's on like 80.
You said it was gifted?
Yeah,
or
but it was
special.
Not relax.
How many people was in your class?
Relax, bro. Relax.
I'm just asking.
It was
Did
a
some
lot.
people wear helmets?
Helmets.
I'm just asking.
It's on 81st and LaSalle. So 8101 South LaSalle.
I wouldn't know where it was at if you said it was on.
I'm saying it for the people that's watching.
Oh, okay. It's on 81st and LaSalle. My bad.
So that was like the only city school that I really went to. Because the only times I was in the city, like my dad, he from the South Shore area, went to Hyde Park. I be at the park on 70. I don't know y'all like that. But when we came up, it was like the 71st area, like 71st and Stony, South Shore. Y'all know what people call the East Side. It's all the South Side, bro. Relax. It's all the South. But Don Nash was bread and butter on 71st and like, I think it's like 71st and Bennett. Like, if you got the right people around you, my dad, looking back, he would shelter me for good reason. He was sheltering me for good reason, but he wasn't over controlling for real. He just made sure that I was in the right place at the right time. But the court on 63rd and Hayes, Rainbow Beach, bro, you could go out there. You can go to the beach side of Rainbow Beach and go around, bro. You got vendors. You got a circle. Like, every summer, it's literally a circle of people that just bring their instruments. And it's like they play ethnic beats. Like, you literally could probably go out there a random day in the summer and just hear Afro beats playing. You got fresh food served to you. You know what I'm saying? If it's not them playing the beats as a collective with their instruments they brought, it's somebody DJing. Like, bro, people in Chicago have fun. Like, block parties are fun. Like, it's so much space. Like, it's really, you just gotta know who you're around. It's really about who are you around and why are you with them. Because people always talk about wrong place, wrong time. Like, that's very real. Like, you know it's some so-and-so gang members and you with shorty from this school, like, bro, don't cause a situation. Because that's how we got to where we are today as far as the sets and the gangs is block by block, which make it seem worse than it really is. Like, bro, Chicago is a beautiful place, bro. And when all that happened with, like, George Floyd, like, bro, black people was breaking, like, vandalizing black-owned businesses. Like, why are all the businesses on Michigan in the 100 shut down? Like, why was, like, I digress. Bro, it was fun. Like, it's just fun. My dad, he had me in the city. Like I said, we stayed on 75th and Damon for most of my high school life. And he did not let me walk my dog at all. Because he did not want me, like, in that area, in that environment. He was like, you can't drive my Jeep because he got an SRTA. So he was like, you can't drive my Jeep until you get your concealed carry. It is that type of area. You gotta pay attention. Your situational awareness has to be there. But if you know the areas like the low end or like Beverly, you in a good area.
Oh, Beverly, you good.
Exactly. Enjoy yourself. But the crazy part about Beverly is as soon as you cross 57, or Vincennes almost.
It's just like Hyde Park. Obama House on a good block, the next block over.
Yeah. 51st.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to know your surroundings and know, hey, I'm in a good part. Just like we stayed on Harvey, 159th, 160th and Vine. You ain't really got too much to worry about. 158th, 157, 156. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch yourself. You know, it's just knowing your area, knowing your surroundings and stuff like that. So, I mean, Chicago has a lot of beautiful places to live, to grow up. I mean, it's not... They call it Chirac for y'all who don't live out here. Yeah, if you find yourself on the wrong side of the tracks, just like St. Louis, you go on the wrong side of them tracks, your ass is grass. You stay over on Webster's Grove where my sister go to school. You peaches and cream. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere you go, you know is you in the jeopardy of hell. You be in LA. You slide to some parts of Compton. We was doing that. We were literally in I'm gonna just say Hollywood. We was in a nice part of LA. We was literally in Hollywood. We kept going. We was looking for this one restaurant. I'm like, it ain't over here. And we was driving a Suburban. I was pulling that Suburban. I was turning it around. My mom was like, yeah, we in the wrong part. It was a group of Mexicans just stopped and just looked at us like, get from around here. Because this ain't, we could look at you and tell you ain't from around here. But I turned that Suburban around so damn fast. Got us back to where we was going. I think we was going to the House of Blues or something that we were going to go eat or something like that. But I'm like, needless to say, every city, everybody has like, you know, you got your rough side, you got your nice side. Just know your environments. If you haven't visited Chicago, visit Chicago. We got the best skyline. Chicago has the absolute best skyline, and I would say I'm a well-traveled man. I've been across the country. I've been to a lot of major cities and things like that. Chicago is the only major city where you are going to get such a variety of food, dishes, like, and you're going to get a good variety of so much, not just, you know, our heralds and stuff like that. You gonna get it's amazing Italian spots. I might be exaggerating the number, but it's tens of thousands of restaurants in Chicago. It's a lot of restaurants that you never even heard of. My sister took me to one. My sister from Tennessee came up here, and we went to this spot. I'll probably never go back because it ain't like my taste. It was more of a I'm gonna say Peruvian. It was different. It was different food. I was like, it was cool, you know. But it's a lot of different types of restaurants out here. So if you never visited, come visit like with a full appetite and eat out of your norm. Don't eat something you will eat back at the crib. Eat something that's like, I'm coming to Chicago because they got good this. We got good ass pizza. We got good ass hot dogs. Of course, we got some good chicken.
Always enough talking about that.
You know, I'm sorry. At the end of the day, I'm a nigga. I love me some chicken. Love me some good chicken. Wings. But come here and eat. Not boneless. No, I don't eat. Chicken wings have bones in them. I want my chicken wing to have a bone up in there. But come to Chicago and eat something good and explore and do stuff, but don't go south of 50th and Michigan. Like, if you coming out here, you know, just stay north. You know, you can come south a little bit and just drive around, but use your wisdom and use your discernment that God has given you and blessed you with, because you can't go everywhere. You just stay downtown and don't be on the Riverwalk too much at night. They've been acting stupid on the Riverwalk.
What?
Yes, bro. Last summer, it was so many robberies just on the Riverwalk. Because YNs don't know how to act on the Riverwalk.
Make sure you get your carry and conceal if you're gonna visit. Make sure you know how to travel with a firearm properly.
Yeah.
As he shared, if you new out here, pro-black, the whole low end is beautiful. The Hyde Park, Kenwood area is beautiful.
Drive through Beverly. See some nice old-fashioned homes. I got an uncle and aunt stay out there in Beverly. I like the Beverly area. You know what I'm saying? Go out there, definitely drive around. You know, explore. Chicago is huge.
Yeah, it is.
Like, huge. It's huge. Just don't go to, like, you know, 72nd and Damon, 72nd Stony Island. Just don't go to Stony Island. Like, you see Stony Island, be like,
bro,
I'm good. Unless you driving up and down Stony Island.
Yeah, as long as you stay on Stony, you're good.
You stay on Stony, you good. You can drive up and down. You can see the trenches. You can see Chirac. You can see some things. Do it before noon, though. Like, don't be out there.
Crazy, bro.
Don't be out there 3-4 o'clock driving up and down stuff.
Oh, cause
Nigga, the traffic, and you bound to have your ass up in something you ain't got no business being in.
Bro.
I'm just being honest. I'm just calling a spade a spade. It is what it is. I love Chicago. I'm just saying, When the dude was out there doing my tattoo, I had only morning sessions. Don't come on, I could get you in at 3:30. No, you cannot. What time you get there? 11. I'll be there at 11. You gonna do this? I'll be there at 11. I'm good. I'm good on that. No, you gotta use your discernment on something. Now you could be on Upper Wacker Drive at 3, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7
That's
o'clock.
no fun though. You know what I'm saying?
Don't go to Lower Wacker Drive. Lower Wacker Drive is the Bermuda Triangle. Literally of the United States of America. You can go to Lower Wacker Drive. I got lost I listened, it was Travis Scott album came out. I went through that album 2 times trying to get to Upper, because the hotel was what's that Upper Wacker Drive? Is it the Hyatt? One of them.
Or the W.
One of them. Yeah. I was trying to get up to Upper Wacker Drive. It was right there on Upper Wacker Drive. I don't know what happened. Your GPS don't work on Lower Wacker Drive. Your phone signal don't work on Lower Wacker Drive. Like, you are in the Bermuda Triangle. You get on Lower Wacker Drive, you bound to get stuck there for a while. I have trauma. I'm seeing a therapist now because of Lower Wacker Drive.
So find a name street. If you get stuck down there, find a name street, because number streets run east and west, and typically the name streets run south and north. Now Garfield, Pershing, Marquette, do not let those confuse you. Those are number streets as well. But downtown, you find a name street that's gonna help you get back to where you're supposed to be, as long as you are below state. Because remember, state is 0. So above that, you are up north, and you are SOL. You are SOL. So, bro, and just stay on that street, because if you keep turning, you're probably gonna stay lost. So just stay on the south and north street until you see daylight.
And don't go the wrong way down the damn one way like I did. When I got out of Lower Wacker Drive, I turned on a 5-lane, one-way street. I was just driving like, now why is everybody coming to... No lanes going out. I'm just driving toward... Thank God they ended up getting like a red light before they got to me. And I just remember busting a whole U-turn. I'm in my nice legs. I'm in my first Lexus, just driving. So now the best thing, I know Apple has this. So if you plan to come to Chicago, before you get here, you can now go on your Apple Maps and download the map. Download all of Chicago. Just download, circle it, and download it, so that if you get caught, because even not on Lower Wacker Drive, it's been some times because of our tall buildings and things like that, your signal gonna act up. Download the whole Apple map. That way, you got to download it on your phone, you good. You can have step-by-step directions to wherever you trying to go in Chicago. Cause
so
that's all I got.
Bro, shout out to Cleo, Southern Cuisine. Shout out to Sizzling Skillets on like 87th and Cottage Grove. Mm-hmm. Shout out to I said Ain't She Sweet?
No, you didn't.
Shout out to Ain't She Sweet. I go to their 43rd location all the time. Shout out to Bronzeville, Hoagie, and Panini.
Shout out to MacArthur's. It's a soul food spot.
Oh,
one of them old school. You ever seen the movie Jason's Lyric? When she got, what can I get you? And you hold your tray with
I'm too young for all that.
You hold your, it's one of my favorite movies. You hold your tray with your plate, and they come and they give you everything on the like me. You say you want fried chicken, they put the fried chicken on there. You say what size you want. It's like an old school.
They still open?
Yes, well, I think so, but you got to try them. I used to go there all the time when I was at LA Fitness, but yeah, we should definitely decide out there, do a little video, whatever. It's literally like the old school Southern restaurant. It's actually another spot. Well, they not in Chicago, they out here. They was called Sabrina's, but they called somewhere else. They on 183rd right now. But it's like the old school down south. Like you get a tray in your plate. They got some good catfish, bro. I get the catfish, the macaroni, and the sweet potatoes, and they big old cornbread. And like they serve it till you put it on your plate, check you out, you want a drink, bam, 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 you get your stuff. Go fill your drink up, go sit down and eat. Like, it's fat. I know it's a place out in Chicago. It's called MacArthur's. Don't know the location. I just remember going there like 3-4 times because of my GPS. But yeah, all the restaurants, he said, Demizio's, one of the best sliced pizza. Man, that pizza's so fire. Demizio's. Again, I don't know the location. Just search Demizio's. It's a spot out there, bro. Me and my cousin went to
where?
in
What
Chicago.
city?
In Chicago. So whenever you in Chicago, I don't know. I forgot the name. I had to ask my cousin. It was after a night out, so I wasn't all the way, whoopie-whoop. They had a Philly cheesesteak pizza. Usually, I'm a sausage, pepperoni, green pepper. I'm a regular. I don't really do all of the extra stuff when it comes to pizza, barbecue sauce, all that. I don't do all of that. She was like, you about to get a slice of this Philly cheesesteak pizza, and you gonna thank me later. You fucked that pizza up. So if you ever in Chicago, just ask around, because I can't be no help to you because I can't remember the name, but it was a Philly cheesesteak. You walked in the spot, you went up the stairs. It was a bar, the whole bar and pizza spot. All right, have a good one.
All right, good night.
See you. The whole bar and pizza spot was on the second level. Like you walk in, you go up some stairs, Chicago stuff. You walk in, go up some stairs. And you can see it from the outside, like you can see the pizza on a rotator thing from the outside of the building. We didn't pull off. We got our pizza, bro, sat in the car. You fucked that pizza up. That was a good night. It was around Halloween. It was a Halloween, because we went to a Halloween party. I remember that. I remember my time in Chicago. I hate driving to Chicago. Also, if you can afford a chauffeur, get one.
Yeah.
Because driving to Chicago is not fun. If you come from a passive state or a passive driving community, driving in Chicago is not where you want to drive. We are aggressive. We get where the hell we gotta go. If you ain't driving, aggressively, you will get lost in the shuffle. I'm sorry. And that's just how it is. So get you a chauffeur, Lyft, Uber, whatever you gotta do if you feel like you can't keep up.
Or a native. If you're gonna use a native, make sure they judge their character. Now, judge is a strong word, but I mean that. Like, you got a cousin, you should come out to Chicago. They seem like they that type of person. You might as well just go ahead and explore on your own, or tell them you're gonna get up with them when you with the rest of the family. So, leverage TikTok. Like, use social media, because that'll give you some good spots as well. That's how we be finding some of our new spots as well. Like, I'm not speaking of her, but when I went out there, when I went to Cleo's, I had found them on TikTok. So, just come out here, like, I say definitely during the summer. Like, either during the summer, the latest you can do is like probably October, and that's pushing it, honestly. So just be intentional, but it's fun. It's definitely fun.
Chicago is fun, and you can come in the wintertime. It's stuff to do in the wintertime if you like the cold.
It'd be super cold.
If you like the cold, but the one thing about Chicago, there's something to do
year round,
all the time, year round. There's never like a moment in Chicago where you like, oh, it ain't nothing to do. Like, I'm bored. Like, you can find something to do year round. Coming out here. But if you want to enjoy, really being on the outside, being on the water, jet skiing and stuff like that, you can do a nice lunch date. I want to take somebody on a lunch date on the river.
Bro, yes,
they got
dinner
the
on the water, bro.
Yeah,
exactly.
Dinner on the water, bro.
Beautiful.
It's nice, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can chill, have y'all some wine, eat you a nice meal and things like that. Walk the river walk and stuff. It's so much to do. Like, it's so much you can just be in Chicago. I really wish I would have in my adult life lived in Chicago for like a year.
Ain't too late.
I mean, it ain't too late, you know what I'm saying? If me and my wife want to get us a nice condo down there, go stay for the weekend. Yeah, get a nice size loft downtown. Stay there for the weekend. Be like, kids, hey, y'all stay at the house. I got cameras everywhere, so don't do no dumb shit. And we could just slide to the loft for the weekend. That's something I would say I would definitely do. I'ma definitely do that. These YouTube chicks start acting right.
Y'all house when you was coming up, y'all house had cameras?
No.
My house did not have cameras.
We had an alarm system, but we didn't have all them cameras. I wouldn't have been able to do half of it.
We didn't have a system at all.
Oh yeah, no, we had an alarm system, but we ain't had no cameras. The alarm system didn't come to your phone like it do now. Like it was literally, if your alarm going off, you wouldn't know until they called you talking about, hey, your alarm going off. You want me to send the police? Hell yeah, I don't know what the hell going on. Now everything on your phone, you might know. Oh, somebody just walked. Dude, you know, he walked in or she walked in, didn't do the code, or I forgot the cleaners are there or something. You know, you can do everything from the phone, but nah, we ain't had no cameras though. I wouldn't have been able to do half this shit.
With that said, man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. As I shared, I pray that y'all are having a blessed day. And if y'all are considering visiting Chicago, do it. I encourage you to do it over the summer because that's when it's absolutely insane.
Why you
Insane. Insane. And you probably, it's going to be easy for you to adjust. If you from up north, it is what it is. But if you from down south, go during the summer. And it's probably going to change your life.
Yeah, if you from down south, yeah, come during the summer. Yeah.
Bro.
Unless you want to experience some shit, some weather.
It's going to be cold. Everybody going to be frustrated. The driving that he was talking about is going to be worse because everybody, I digress. Y'all have a blessed week. Bro.